Hello and welcome to your first Yoga for Digestion class. Start at the top of the mat, roll the shoulders forward, up and down. We're going to inhale the arms up, reaching above the head, and exhale them down to prayer pose. And repeat, so sinking in time with your own breath now, inhaling up and exhaling to lower. Just twice more, fully stretching through the body to begin, and now begin to deepen the breath. This time, inhale, reach the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to release all the way down to a forward fold. Choose where it's comfortable for you, so maybe bring the hands above the knees, below the knees, or down towards the ground. And just give the head a bit of a shake out. Release tension through the spine, through the back of the neck as well. Maybe just have a little rock from side to side as we gently warm up the body. We're now going to walk the hands over to the left side of the mat. Just really stretching out through the right side of the body now. And if the hands can't reach the ground, then we can just bring them over to the left side of the body. And the same on the other side, walking the hands over towards the right. Keeping that head nice and relaxed and coming back to centre. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up now, bring them up the shins to a flat back position. Come in as high as you need to. And then we're going to exhale, release back to forward fold. Bend in the knees now. We're going to step the right leg back and lower the right knee down into a half lunge position. Opening the shoulders and opening the chest. Planting the right hand now, inhale, left arm up, all the way up, and opening into our twist, and exhale, release. And again, sink in with your breath now. And one more. Inhaling to stretch. Exhale to release. Stepping that left foot back now and come into an all fours position. And straight into cat-cows. Inhaling, arching the spine. Exhale to push back, curving the spine. And again, inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Starting to warm up the spine now, releasing any tension. Stretching through the stomach at the same time. And coming back to neutral. Walking that right foot forward again. Tucking the toes underneath. And then we're going to step that left foot forward. So we're going to come back to our forward fold now. Bending the knees and rolling up through the spine, nice and slowly back to standing. Let's do the same on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, flat back position. And exhale to release back down. Left foot back now. Lowering the left knee and release into half lunge. Now let's take our twist on the other side, planting left palm, inhale, right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, release. And two more in time with your own breath. And really start to deepen the breath now. Fully stretch with that arm as much as you can. We'll start to warm up that digestive system with these nice juicy twists. Bringing that right knee back now and back to all fours and repeating our cat-cows. Maybe going a little bit further this time, getting a little bit further into that spinal release. And if you want to increase it, then we can actually tilt the body weight forward as we inhale and tilt the body weight back as we exhale. And inhale into neutral, stepping the left foot forward. Back to half lunge, untuck the toes and coming forward to your forward fold. Perfect. Bending the knees and slowly rolling up through the spine. Just take a second just to bring the shoulders up to the ears, exhale, release them down. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, forward fold. Stepping the right foot back, lowering the right knee, and left knee back, coming to all fours. Repeating our cat-cows, inhaling to arch, exhale to curve, again going a little bit deeper this time. Feel free to add in any extra movement like rocking side to side or tilting the body weight forward and back to add that little bit of a deeper stretch for the spine. And inhale to neutral, tucking the toes underneath. We're going to inhale, lift the knees gently off the ground now, so starting to engage our core muscles. Remember to smile even when we do core work. And actively pulling the core muscles in, and as you next exhale, release to our first down dog. So being nice and gentle with the body. We'll bend the knees one at a time, taking our dog for a walk. So moving in a way that feels good for you today. So we can do this nice and slowly or speed it up. We can find movement or stillness. And if this is quite intense, then feel free to add a generous bend in both knees. And taking a few deep breaths here to really release into your down dog. So deep breaths in through the nose and long breaths out through the mouth. And down dog is amazing because it stretches through the entire body, the legs, the shoulders, the spine, you name it, it stretches it. When you're ready, releasing the knees down, and let's take a cheeky child's pose. So when you're ready, sinking the weight back and releasing the forehead down to the mat. And just remember that you can use this pose at any point during this sequence. So if you need a little break or want to come out of a stretch a bit sooner, then feel free to take a child's pose whenever you need it. And then when you're ready, walking the hands into the body and slowly rolling up. Coming back to all fours. And here we're going to come into a Cobra Pose. So we're going to sink the hips down now towards the mat. Rolling the shoulders away from the body, and if that's too much on the spine, then come into a baby cobra instead. So bring the forearms down to the mat. As I always say, there is no medals in yoga, so just pick what feels most comfortable and the best fit for your body today. Take a couple of deep breaths here, and we'll add a little twist. So we're now going to look over our left shoulder, so down toward our left toes and centre, and then over the right. And you can do this if you're in baby cobra on the forearms or with the arms straight. And just one more each side. And slowly exhale and release the forehead down to the mat. Perfect, we're going to take a half bow pose now. So we're going to bring the left hand underneath the forehead, bend the right leg and grab the right foot or ankle if we can. And then we're going to gently pull that right foot away from the body. We can stay here or we can inhale and straighten that left arm, coming up into half bow pose. So again, this is really good for stretching through the stomach, really good for our digestive health. Exhale, release. We'll pull that right foot gently into the body, just quickly stretch through the thighs. And then releasing that right foot down. And let's do the same on the other side. So right hand underneath the forehead. Reaching the left arm back now towards the left ankle. Option to stay here, so we don't have to bring the body up. Then try and bring that foot away from the body. And if you want, inhaling into half bow pose, stretching through the right arm this time. Taking a few deep breaths here. Remembering to smile as we're releasing lots of tension from the body today. And exhale, release back down. Here we're just going to bring both hands underneath the forehead and just gently rock the hips side to side. So a little bit of a bum wiggle here. This should feel really nice, just massaging the front of the body, just gently moving the hips side to side. And then option here is to take a double bow, so full bow pose. So reaching both arms back to the ankles, inhaling, lifting the head and shoulders off the ground into full bow pose. And as we inhale, we can see if we can lift that chest a little bit higher up. Now this one is a bit more advanced and a bit more intense on the body, so feel free to repeat the half bow pose or simply bring the foot in towards the hips. And then slowly exhale, release, grabbing the feet and gently pulling them in towards the hips, stretching through the thighs. and release. Lovely work. We're going to walk the hands underneath the shoulders now and push up to an all fours position. We're going to widen the knees as wide as the yoga mat and just take another child's pose. So sinking the forehead down. Option here is to walk the hands a little bit further forward just to increase that stretch through the shoulders at the same time. Get a little bit of an added benefit. And again, feel free to move the torso side to side. Adding a little bit of movement here can feel nice for the body. Walking the hands in and rolling back up. And then we're going to slowly make our way to a seated position. There's no rush. Take a moment here to just lengthen through the spine, just checking with our posture. Then we're going to take the left hand to the stomach. And when you're ready, close the eyes. And here, let's just take a few mindful breaths. So deep breath in through the nose. Feel the belly expanding. And exhaling, feeling the belly just dropping back down. Taking a couple of breaths like this. And now we're also going to send a bit of kindness, a bit of love and kindness to our bellies today. This is often the area that we really critique. If we have a bit more weight there than we like and it's not as toned as we want or whatever it is, we can be really harsh on our poor stomachs. So here, just breathe in a bit of love and kindness for your health today and your digestive health as well. Take another deep breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, we'll open the eyes, and now we're actually just going to give our stomachs a bit of a massage. So giving the organs a little bit of a massage here, just using our hands, just in whatever way feels good for you today. It's not an area that often we give a lot of attention, but actually it can be really good for us. And releasing the hands. And let's take a seated cat-cow. So bring the torso to the right, bring the body weight forward, over to the left, and sinking our weight back. So just making nice big circles now with the upper body. And again, this will give our internal organs a bit of a massage. So it's a nice simple movement, but it can be really effective. So we're inhaling to come forward and exhaling to come back. And when you're ready, we'll change directions. Maybe making the circles a little bit bigger now. And remember to tap into that nice deep breathing. And we'll come back to center. Let's take a twist now. So we'll bring the left hand to the right knee. Sprinkle the right fingertips behind us and just open up into a spinal twist. Keeping that spine nice and straight if we can. And as we exhale, we can deepen the twist a little bit further. Inhale, center, and let's do exactly the same on the other side. And again, exhale to deepen the twist. And inhale, releasing back to center. We will slowly make our way down onto our backs now. So getting yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to extend the left leg along the mat and bend the right leg. So interlacing the fingers just below the right knee. And as we exhale, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest. So this is probably my favourite posture to do. And if you ever have things like a bit of bloating or discomfort in the area, this is a really good, nice one to do. We can increase the stretch by inhaling, bringing the nose in towards the knee, or even tilting the chin up, so chin towards the knee to increase the stretch a bit further, or we can keep the head and shoulders on the mat. Yogi's choice. And then we'll exhale, release down, release the hands, and let's do exactly the same on the other side. Inhale, bend in the left leg now. And again, interlace the fingers, and as you exhale, draw that left knee in towards the chest. And we really want to use our breath to increase the movement. So as we exhale, gently draw that knee a little bit closer in. And again, option to lift the nose up towards the knee to increase it, or stay as we are. And option 3 is lift the chin up. Take just a couple of more breaths here. And exhale, release back down to the mat, release the hands. Let's do both together now. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Same again, option to stay here with our head relaxed on the ground, or inhale to lift the nose towards the knee or even the chin. This is a really nice comforting pose as well. Exhale to release, and let's just take a little rock from side to side, massaging the spine. Releasing the hands down. And releasing the right leg along the mat. We're going to come into a spinal twist now, a little bit deeper. So we're going to bring that left knee over towards the right now. Have the left arm extended at shoulder height and looking over towards the left hand. We can use that right hand to gently guide the knee a little bit closer towards the ground. And here, try and keep your left shoulder in contact with the ground. So if it's peeled off, that's okay, just bring the knee a little bit higher. And when you're ready, close your eyes and let's take a few deep breaths here. And just start on where it's comfortable. So same as always, use that breath to guide the knee down so we can gradually increase that stretch in the spine. We'll inhale back to center and let's do the same on the other side. Right knee comes in. Using that left hand now to draw that right knee over towards the left. Right arm extended at shoulder height, keeping that right shoulder nice and grounded into the mat. Looking over towards the right hand. Closing the eyes here and take a few breaths, enjoying that release of any tension in the spine. And inhale, we'll come back to center. Releasing the hands, we'll do a little rock and roll now. So rocking the body weight back and forward, come up to a seated position. And let's do one more and coming on up to a seated position. Fantastic. We're going to come back over now to an all fours position. And we're going to bring that right foot forward like we did at the start of the class, back to our half lunge. And we'll add in a few variations now, but to start, plant the left hand down, inhale, right arm up to the ceiling, back to our twist. Exhale to release and repeat twice more. Really moving now in time with your own breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. We're going to do one more, either as you are, or we can lift that left knee off the ground to come into a full lunge. And again, inhale up into full twist. Hold in here for a deep breath. Really stretching through the body as much as we can now. Exhale, release, lower the knee down. And then we're going to inhale and bring the hands up in front of us. Exhale and open into a side twist. Inhale to reach forward. And exhale to stretch back. One more. Hold in here for a moment. And then inhaling the hands back up to the ceiling. Option here for a slight back bend. So pushing the hips forward and arching through the spine. As you next exhale, open the arms to cactus arms. So engaging the core muscles to help with our balance. And then we'll exhale, release the arms back down. Good work. Come into an all fours position and now swap in sides. Left foot forward and back to our side twist. Inhaling the left arm up this time. And again, keep that breath nice and slow. We can work the body but also release any tension, stress and anxiety at the same time. And then option to lift that right knee into full lunge for this last twist here if we want to, or keep the knee grounded. Just holding here for a deep breath, stretching now as much as we can. Slowly exhale to release, lower the right knee. And bringing the arms up in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, opening up to the other side now. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, stretch back. And one more. Inhale, reach forward, arms above the head now. Stay in here, or option to deepen into that lunge and open into a slight back bend, so just slightly arching the spine here. And as you next exhale, opening up to cactus arms, remembering to consciously engage those core muscles to help with our balance here. Arms back up to the ceiling, exhale and release down. Plant the palms, bring that left leg back to an all fours position. Let's just take one more round of cat-cows here. Inhale into arch and exhale into curve. Making this movement as big or as small as you like now your body's a bit warmer. And inhale, center, tucking the toes underneath. Inhale, hovering the knees again off the ground. So a little bit of core work here, keeping that spine nice and straight. Lowering the knees at any point if you need to. And as you next exhale, release back to down dog. And again, option to add a bit of movement, taking your dog for a walk, bending the knees one at a time. Moving in a way that feels good for you today. Tap into what your body needs. Finding a bit of stillness now, we can keep the knees bent, or we can straighten through the legs and lower the heels down towards the mat. I'm going to add a twist now. So we're going to take the right hand over to the left side of the body, so above the knee, below the knee, or down towards the ankle. I'm going to add a twist to our down dog, so looking underneath that left shoulder now, fully twisting through the body. Again, feel free to add a bend in the knees if this feels a bit too intense on the body. Add a bend in the knees. We'll replace and let's twist to the other side. Left hand to the right side of the body now. Looking underneath the right shoulder this time. This is a really good posture for our digestive health. Has lots of benefits for the body. And replace. Release back to down dog. Lowering the knees down to the mat. And here we're going to take a plank pose, so either half plank like I'm doing here with the knees lowered, or we can tuck the toes underneath and come up into full plank. Either one, work at your own pace today. And remember, it's just practice. The more we do it, the easier it will become. Maybe adding a bit of movement, rocking forward and back as well. And as always, consciously pull those core muscles in. Good job. Lower the knees. And let's push back to a nice child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Enjoying this moment of stillness. And then slowly walking the hands in towards the body and rolling up through the spine. We'll inhale the arms up and exhale to release them. So stretching through the arms and shoulders, big inhale, stretch up and exhale, release down. And one more. And then let's slowly make our way to a seated position to end today's class. To check in with our posture, lengthen through the spine. We'll bring our right hand to our heart, left hand to the belly, and closing the eyes. Let's just finish today's class with some mindful breathing. So bring your focus to your breath. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe start to notice your belly expanding. And if you're breathing really deep, your chest expanding too as you exhale. Inhale even. And notice them naturally fall back as you exhale. Just take a moment to congratulate yourself for doing today's yoga class. We're doing some good for your digestive health, your fitness, and your body as well. Good work. Taking one more deep breath in here. And when you're ready, opening the eyes and releasing the hands down. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. And namaste.